right?
Yes, sir.
Okay then, yeah. Okay, we'll go with the core Java and Selenium. Right, one by one topic. We'll cover a few. The entire this week I will we will continue. So we'll start with some. We'll take one topic of the core Java and on the questions and then Selenium. Right, will come by. We'll continue both so that we will not also not getting bored. Okay, fine. If you know the answer, if you are interested, you can answer the you can also answer. Anyway, I will also explain it. Right, so that you will also get the knowledge. Right. These are all sessions why we are taking this. You should be confident. You should right. Everyone knows the answers, but the way how you will explain is the different in the interview. The way how you will explain that is the matter. Right. Everyone will know answer, but be confident. And if it is wrong, whatever it may be, whether it is a wrong, correct, if you know anything, just you can open up. Right. First of all, we should open up. We should right. Don't feel the time. If you open up, right, then only you will at the time of interview you will lose fear. Right. Otherwise, right, always we will get fear. I will also get fear. Right. Whenever we end. So we should open up and speak up, then only we will get some confidence while explaining on the answer. That's why these sessions. Okay, fine. We'll start with string interview questions. Right. At least we will get one question in the interview. Right. On the string. That might be a programmatic question or theoretical question. Anything. Right. Mostly we will cover theoretical questions. Right. Programming will take a lot of time. Right. We cannot. So we'll go with the mostly right answer, question and answers. All right. We'll quickly start. Right. We'll start with the string interview questions. Right. Basic questions, basic, advanced, and then we'll go with like that. Right. What is string in Java? Right. If anyone interested, you can answer it. Question. Right. We'll wait for 5 seconds. If no one is answering, I will explain the answer. I will go to next question. Right. What is string in Java?
String is a class.
Okay.
And
What is the use of it?
It holds a sequence of characters, and it is a class when you that is it we can create a object since it's a class, and it's immutable in nature as well.
Right. Okay.
and string is immutable.
Okay. We'll quickly jump into that. Right. String is we use string in Java to maintain sequence of character to store the sequence of characters. Right. If you want to store a single character, we know that what is the data type? Char data type we can use. But if you want to store more than one character, we will go with a string. String is used to store a sequence of characters. Right. It is basically enclosed whenever you are declaring a string, it should be in a double quotes. We will write it. Right. So strings are objects. It is not a primitive. Right. Some people will confuse about it. It is not a primitive. It is a object. String is object. We can create a string object in two ways. We can create a string in two ways. One is the literal way. This is the literal way. We can also create an object way. Right. String s1 equal to new string. This is the object way. We can create in two ways. Let's see. Hello. We can declare. Right. String we can declare in two ways. Literal way and then string way. What is the difference? We will going forward. We'll see. Right. This is the basic. What is the string? Right. Next one is what is immutable? Why strings are immutable? Right. Why strings are immutable? What is first of all? What is immutable? Anyone know what is immutable?
We cannot change the value once it declared.
right?
And string is immutable because once we declare string literal, if we try to concat, it creates another object.
Right. Okay, fine. Right. Strings are immutable. Right. What is immutability means? Once we create the string, right? Suppose if we create a string s equal to Java, we cannot change it. That means we can change. You can ask, I can change it, right? Java program, I can change it. It is allowing. But what it means changing means once it is declared, it will create one memory. If you try to change again, what will happen? It will create another memory. That means same memory, we cannot change it. That is immutability. Once we create the string object, we cannot change it. That means if we try to change it, it will create one more memory. String is immutable because once created, its value cannot be changed. Any operation like concatenation, substring, replace creates a new string object. Once we create the string, if we try to change, it will create every time it will create a new object. That's why string is called immutability. Right. These strings, why it is immutable? Because in some of the scenarios, right? Suppose I will explain one scenario. Suppose if string is not immutable, basically, if we create a string as a literal, string s equal to something Java. Okay, what it will happen internally? It will create a memory, right? Where it will create, if you create a literal way in the constant pool, string constant pool, it will create a memory here, right? It will create a memory pointer. This pointer will point to this string constant pool. It will create a Java, some memory, and it will point, S will point to that memory. Right. Suppose if I create one more string S1 with the same content, right? What will happen? It is also a string literal. So it will try to create a memory in the constant pool. But before creating, it will verify, is there any with the same characters, is there any available in the memory with the same characters, is any string is available. If it is available, it will point to same. So it will point to same memory. Right, same memory. So right, like this S2, S3, if we create any number of right string literals, it will point to same memory. Suppose you think this is a password, right? Suppose uh, in the bank, right? Suppose you take a bank, multiple accounts are there, lot of people are there. They will create a password. Suppose, okay. Suppose S is created password, S1 is created password, and everyone is set same password. Right. Suppose I am mentioning password as password. Everyone keep it as a password only. Okay. Now all users are pointed to same memory. So tomorrow someone is updated. Someone S is updated. Suppose S is updated to something, right? Password 123 like this. He updated. Suppose string is not immutable. What will happen? In the same memory, it will change. In the same memory, it will change. Right. Password 123. What will happen? It will affect all the users. Password got changed. No one able to log in. Right. Everyone will be panic. Right. All users got suddenly right unable to log in. Whoever has password same, it got changed. Right. That's why it will be immutable. That's why it will be string is immutable. If anyone changes, right? If any user changes password, it will affect all. So that's why whenever changes. Suppose S is changed. What will happen? It will previously we have password. Suppose S is changed password. What will happen? It will create instead of changing in the same memory, it will create a new memory. Then here S1 reference will be changed to new one instead of, right? So that existing users will not affect. Only whoever is changed, only that user new memory will be created. That's why, right, string is immutable. Security purpose. Used sensitive areas, database URLs, network connections, caching, right, thread safety. Right, these are all mostly in the development concept. We will get these are all security caching, because if we change also, it should not affect anyone. Right, this is a thread safety because every user will have separate memory. Right, it will not impact anyone. So by default, threads are the strings are thread safety. Right, that is the immutability. Once we create the string, if we try to change, it will not. It will create a new memory instead of updating the old memory. Okay, fine. That is. Now, one more question. This is the most of the times we will get in interview. What is the difference between string builder, string buffer? Right? Anyone? Okay, fine. Then we'll continue. String is just now we have seen string is immutable, but a string builder, string buffer are mutable. That means if you change once you create the string buffer object or string builder object, right, string buffer or string builder object, what will happen if you try to change the content? It will update in the same memory. It will update in the same memory. Right? Suppose while creating itself constructor, we can give okay core Java something. Right? If you try to update it, sp dot something append core Java with one more program. That means it will change in the same memory. Where it will be created memory, heap memory. Whenever we will use a new keyword, right? You should remember whenever we will use a new keyword, memory will be created in heap memory. Right. For string buffer and string builder, it will update in the same memory. Right? It will not create a new memory. SB will point, okay, this core Java programming, then it will update. If you how many times you will change, it will update in the same memory. That's why it is called a mutable. String builder and string buffer are mutable. Thread safety. String is by default thread safety. Right. Suppose thread safety means what? If multiple, suppose this is the memory. If multiple users, right, in real time, what will happen? You will open a Amazon application, Flipkart, multiple users at a time, they will try to access the products. So every user should have unique one, right? You selected some maybe iPhone, some other user also selected right iPhone. It should be different. It should create a separate thread. Otherwise, what will happen? Right, it will collide with one user with another user. So every time it will be separate threads will be created. Strings by default thread safety. That means it will not affect anything. Right, string builder, it is not thread safe. String builder is not a thread safe. String buffer is the thread safe. String buffer is thread safe. Right, performance wise, so it is a string is slow because every time it will create a new memory. So because of that, what will happen? It will be compared to string buffer, string builder compared to string builder. It is very slow. String buffer also slow because it thread safe. Thread safe means it will allow one by one thread only. Suppose 10 threads are came to access the same data, right? It should wait all who will come first, they will access the first. Remaining, they have to wait until the previous person completes it. So that's why whenever thread safety is there, automatically, right, program will become slow. So string builder is fast because it is not a thread safe. Right, then string builder. Then it is introduced in 1.0 StringBuilder 1.5, StringBuffer 1.0. Right, these are the some of the differences that we can remember. One is the immutable concept we have to remember. One is the thread safe, right, performance wise. Right, then syntaxes anyway. You can easily tell us how to create a string object, a string builder object, a string buffer object. Right, those things anyway, everyone knows. But these things we should know. What is immutable? Right. Once they once they ask this question, once anyone asks this question, they will try to, right? You will tell first of all string is immutable. Immediately they will ask what is immutable, what is mutable, what is thread safe. Right, different questions we can get on this question itself. So we should know all the answers. Right, coming to next one, we'll go on. Right, how is memory allocated for strings in Java? Right, so just now we have seen how the memory will be created. Whenever we will create a string literal, memory will be created in a string constant pool. If we use the new keyword, if we try to create using new keyword, it will be created in a heap memory. It will be created in a heap memory. Right. This is fine. Already we have discussed. Now, one more important question. What is the difference between dot equals? Very important question. I think we will see with the practical. Okay, string. Okay, we'll create a class. Don't create like this. String is already a predefined class. Don't create class name with predefined, right? Any words, keywords, predefined keywords. Don't create. If something happened. String example. Okay, fine. Okay. Okay, suppose we'll create a string str equal to hello, string str also hello. Okay, suppose we are using equal to operator, right? Equal operator str1 equal str2, right? What will happen? Anyone?
It becomes true.
Why?
These are string literals stored in the heap memory, and the references are pointing to the same content.
You almost told correctly, but not in heap memory. Just now we told string literal where it will create constant pool.
Yeah.
Right. In the constant pool, what will happen? Content is same for both. That means memory will be same. Double equal to means what? It will compare references. That means memory address. It will compare the memory address, not the content. So in if we create a literal way, what will happen? Memory will be created string constant pool. Both are pointed to same memory because content is same. So it will become true. Just if we print it. Okay, let me execute. Right click. Okay, fine. True. Right, both are. This is very important in interview. Definitely, we will get question on this. If we have experience, 2 to 5 years experience, definitely we'll get this. Right, next one. Suppose okay, I have created a string str3 equal to hello, str maybe string str4 equal to hello. Now, if I compare with right now, if I compare these two, what is the output?
Becomes false, as They both have different objects. Objects are created part of heap memory. So references are pointing to each object, and we are comparing the references as they are pointing to each object. It becomes false.
Hmm. Right, we'll say. Okay, it will be false because whenever we will use a new keyword, always memory will be created in a heap memory, separate memory. Every time it will create whenever we will use new keyword, it will create object in memory in heap memory, separate memory address. Both str3, str4 will have different memory address. We are using double equal to. So it will be create comparing memory address. Both are different. It will be false. Now they will ask str1 equals to str3. Right, str2. What is the output?
True.
str1. What is the reason?
As equals method is for content comparison.
Right.
So
Hmm. Then str3 equals to str4.
uh, that is as well true, I guess, as method is only for content, right?
Right. No confusion. Dot equals means content. No confusion. Dot equals means content. That's it. If both the strings are have same content, whether it is a literal way, whether it is a object way. If the content is same, dot equal means content equality. If the both the content is same, it is obviously true, right? Dot equals always compares the content, so it is always true. If content is same, it will be true, whether it is a literal way, whether it is a new object, anything. Right, you got it. Anyone has any questions on this? A very, very important question in interview point of. Suppose they will make confuse str1 equal to str3. Right, what is the answer?
False.
Okay, why it is false?
Because they are pointing to different area. One is in constant pool and the other one memory address is in heap memory, right?
Right,
The memory addresses are in different locations, not pointing
right.
to same.
Okay, right. Right, don't confuse in interview. Whenever we are using double equal to, it will compare the memory addresses, dot equals to content. But we have to remember that whenever we will create a literal way, it will create in a constant pool. If the content is same, both will have same memory address. Right? Whenever we will create a new keyword, it will always new memory address. Correct? Okay. I think anyone has any doubts on it? Okay, we'll move to next question if no one has. Okay, how do you convert string to character array? It is a basic question, but okay, we have string str1. How to convert to string array, character array?
We have a predefined method called to char array.
Right. Any other way? Character. Okay, to char array, we can call on the string, we will get the character array. This will be useful whenever you want to we will get a programming question, right? A string reverse. Maybe they will ask vowels. They will ask what are the numbers, how many, right? Different types of questions we will get on a string. In that case, it will be useful. Sometimes we can also use character array. Sometimes we can directly index of method also. We can iterate one by one character. Anything, right? To character.
In interview, they might ask this question, right, without using any predefined method. How can you convert into character array? In that case, what should we need to answer?
No, without using predefined, right? I think we cannot. We have to use anything, something string dot. You have to iterate one by one. You have to create the character array, right? We have to. That is not possible. I think. Right.
Okay.
Suppose you can create a string array, right? Like this. New char of SDR1 dot length. We can create like this. And then anyway, we have to store it. See, we have to iterate one by one char array. We can store, but here also we will use caret method. One more like this we can create, but without using any predefined. I don't know, but basically I think what I'm thinking, we cannot. Right, this
Thanks.
way we can create this way. Mostly, yeah, that is also fine. That type of questions mostly very rare. Okay, that is also fine. Okay, if you want to convert reverse way, right, character array to string, right, directly we can create the object of a string and then pass the char array. If you have a character array, then we can string object we can create and then we can write like this reverse way. Okay, what is this? Okay, these are already we have discussed this question, not required. Okay, how to reverse a string without using built-in methods? Anyone know? Without using any built-in methods, how do you reverse? Suppose string is there, hello. I want to print it reverse way.
We can convert it to character char array and using for loop previously you just shown, right? We can iterate in a
Mhm.
from the last index to the first index.
But those are also built-in methods.
Is there any other way?
No idea.
This one, anyway, we can do it. This one, anyone, we can do it. Right. Right. From the last index to greater than equal to 0 I minus 1. But is there any other way? We have one more way, swapping. We can do by using swapping. That means we should know concept like integer
Any
left,
temporary.
you know, right? Left and we have to take the starting position, end position. What we can do? Shift it last position to first position, first to last. Then increment left to plus plus, right to minus minus. Just we have to shift the positions. While left less than right, then what we can do? We can take the left position H in the temp and then right position. We will keep it in left position and then temp again right position. Right, we have to take the character array, then we can shift it. Right, this is the right one of the right. If we tell like this, definitely we'll get impressed. Right, this is one anyone can tell, but remember this. It is applicable for both strings or arrays, any array. Sometimes they will ask integer array, how you will right reverse. Right, that we can do any type of array because here we are taking array one. Right, it may be integer array, boolean array, any type of array we can use same logic.
But sir, here also we are using inbuilt two char array, right? So
That
by
means that is
using
a character array. We should get it. Otherwise, we cannot get the array. This is fine, right? See, you without this, right? You can. That is a little bit difficult again. You cannot do it. Right? This is fine. This is no issue. Okay, fine then. Built-in means sometimes see built-in means purely built in. There are some string buffer. If you take what is the, right? Very easily we can do it by using StringBuilder or StringBuffer SB dot reverse method. That is the build. That means very simple way. If you want to do the reverse, we can do it. This is fine. These two are fine. But if you tell this one, it is the best way. That this is also, if you don't know this one, sometimes we cannot remember this. So it can be also fine. Sometimes see interviews, any one thing, if you tell this one, they will ask, is there any other approach? Right? We can tell. But in coding, really in the practical things, we will use this one only. We will not use this piece of code. Right. In really while programming, we will not use these things just for logic purpose. That's it. These are all. But real programming, we will use this one to reverse the string. Okay, one more important, we can also get the question, write a program to count vowels, consonants, space, right, spaces in a string. Sometimes we will get this question also. Right, just I will say high level. Right, a string, just this is the string. We can take the count of it, each one. Initially 0. Okay, vowels, consonants, spaces. You can special characters, even special characters also we can take. It can be, then we have to write one by one character array, convert to character array. Right, directly we can do like this also for each method, for each loop. Right, string dot to char array. Each character, first if condition, right, it will be convert to this. This should be, suppose sometimes it will be uppercase, lowercase, right? Just convert to two lowercase or two upper, anything. One case we have to convert it. Right, otherwise we will get a wrong results. Convert into first string, convert into two lowercase or uppercase. Right. So sorry, already it is there. Right, I didn't see. Okay. First convert to either lowercase or uppercase. Then iterate one by one. If it is, now we can compare it here. It is A, E, I, O, U. Vowels means we know vowels. Right. If it is there, just increase ++1. Else consonants and C to Z. Or if it is a space. And also else condition. If you have one more else condition, that is a special character. If it is not, numbers also there. Sometimes numbers also will be there. Right. If you want to numbers, we can include else if condition. Right. Numbers also we can verify special characters. Right. It is very easy. We can. Right. This way we can count the vowels, consonants, spaces, special characters, numbers. That we can get. Just iteration, we should know how to iterate it, and logically we can think. Right, mostly string questions we can resolve it. We can solve it. Okay, next question is explain intern method. Anyone have idea about intern? Okay, fine. Right. Intern method stores the string in string constant pool and returns its reference. What will happen basically? Sometimes, right, whenever we will create a string, right, whenever we will create a string using new keyword, what will happen? It will create in a heap memory. Right, it will create in a heap memory. Suppose I want to get this, to move to heap memory to string constant pool. Right, heap memory to string constant pool. Then we can use s dot intern. What will happen? It will move memory from string heap memory to string constant pool. That is the advantage of intern. Intern method stores the string in the string constant pool and returns its reference. If the same string already exists in the pool, it returns existing one. Right. See, this is sometimes they will ask in interview also. They will give S1, S3. Is there any way? Suppose if it is basically S1 S1 double equal to S3, what will happen? False. S1 double equal to S3, false. But they may question, is there any way to make it as a true? Right? Is there any way to make it as a true? Then what we can do? We can call on the S1 intern method. It will create, right? Memory will be moved to S2. Then if you compare S2, S3, it will become true. Right? In that way, we can convert. Basically, intern method will move the memory from heap memory to constant. Okay, that is one. Okay, a little bit. What happens when you concatenate strings using plus in a loop? Right. Suppose you want to concatenate, but you are using inside a loop. Suppose you are looping and concatenating using plus symbol. What will happen? Right. Usually, what are strings are immutable. That means what will happen? Whenever we are adding, each iteration creates a new string. Each, see here just what we are doing for I equal to 1 to I less than or equal to 5, just we are appending result equal to result plus I. Just we are appending. What will happen? Whenever we will append I, it will always create a new memory. Right, suppose if it is 500 times, simply just you want to append it, you are iterating 500 times, it will create a memory, right? 500 memories it will be created, which is a inefficient. Sometimes we will get a out of memory error also. That's why we must be very careful. In these cases, we can use right a string builder or string buffer. Right. Don't use a string like this. Right. It will take a high memory usage. Our system will hang sometimes. If it is more time, you are looping 5 times, 10 times, that is fine. If you loop sometimes hundreds, 100 times, 200, 300, right, it will become slow. Or right. While creating test cases also, whenever we have logics, we have to think about it. Whenever you are appending like this, just instead of that, we can use the string buffer. Right. It will be always update the same memory instead of creating. Right, fine. Why it is better? It is a mutable. So it modifies the same object instead of creating new ones. Okay, that is the way. See here it is a time complexity will be there. Creates a new object O of n square time complexity here. Here O of n time only. Because it reuses the same object. Here it will create a new memory. It will take O of n square. Okay, one more thing. How to check string is palindrome? Anyone?
Maybe is there any method for it inbuilt?
What is palindrome? Anyone knows? What first of all, what is palindrome?
It will be same from left to right and right to left.
Right? Okay. Now how we will compare? You told left to right, right to left is should be same. Then what is the easiest way we can?
From left to middle, we have to take it and then we have to compare it from middle to right, something like that. We have to divide it in half and then we have to compare.
Why of? We have to compare totals a string, right?
Yes, yes.
If we divide half, we cannot do it. See, left to right. Easiest way is what? If I don't know anything, just basic knowledge. What we will do? Right.
We
It
have
We
should
to
be.
use
use
string
string
reverse.
builder and we reverse and store it in a string variable and we compare with the original string value. If
Right.
it's equal,
Right. Just we have to first thing what you
String reverse.
palindrome means we have to reverse the string. If you reverse, same thing is coming means both are same means palindrome. Otherwise not. To
We have to
reverse
use
the
equal.
string, what are the different ways we have to reverse the string? But we can do string builder reverse or normal. You can iterate from right just now previously we have seen. From the last onwards, first we can loop it and store it in a string. We can compare. But what is the best way here? Right, we can do start and end position, right? If start and end positions are not matching, it is not palindrome. Simple thing. No need to compare each and every character. Right, start and end position we can take. Right, palindrome is what? Start position should be equal to end position, right? If we reverse, same character should come. But suppose if we take a core Java, right? C, we are comparing C with A. So both are not equal. In first iteration itself, we will decide that it is not a palindrome within single loop, single iteration, right? We will save a lot of time here. Right, that's why. First character with the last character, again, increase the start position plus plus, end position minus minus, then again compare. If both are equal, not equal, return the false. Like this, we have to compare start and end positions. Right, you got it right? That is the, so that, right, that is the best
Positions in
way.
the sense index, we are verifying the start index and the last index.
Characters, not the index.
So,
Index, if we compare, what will happen?
so we
In
are
this case also it won't be applicable in few scenarios. Like if I take string like ID li, in that
Mm-hmm,
sense, if start
mm-hmm.
position and the last position will be same, but when we reverse, it won't become palindrome.
ILD,
it should keep
no,
on
that is not
running.
palindrome, right? That is only we are verifying.
Yeah, you said like start position is equal to the end position.
No, no,
Here I is
no, no. See, just the entire logic I did not tell you. You have to do each and every character start plus plus, end minus minus until start less than end. We have to write the
okay.
entire code. Just I
Yeah,
am
got
telling
it, got it.
overview,
Yeah.
right? Not only start and end position. We have to take start like 0, end position length minus 1, then compare, right? We have to write it a while start less than end position. Until that, we have to take, if you take, if, right, we can take it either convert into string array or anything. Right, just try it. It is just already we have seen that logic here, right? Same logic. But instead of swapping, we will compare it. Instead of swapping, we will compare left and right.
Before that, we have to convert string to character, right?
You can convert to character array, or you can use the index of anything is fine. You can use anything. Right, fine. We have a few more time. We will go to Selenium questions. Okay. Okay. That's right. Tomorrow we will take one more topic. We will cover the few more interview questions on it. Core Java and Selenium like this, so that you will not also get bored. Okay. Selenium. Let me. What is why to use the Selenium? Basic question. Correct. What is the Selenium and advantages of it?
For regression testing and for doing web automation. And
It is
for
an
making
automation
APIs.
tool.
Mm-hmm.
By using the automation, we can save our test execution time. It supports multiple browsers also, multiple programming languages.
Right. Right. Basically, right. Selenium means it is a tool. It supports the web application automation. If you want, right, in manual testing, whenever you are doing repeated task, wherever we have a repeated task, that means each sprint, nowadays everyone following sprint wise, right? Each sprint testing manually, every scenario, each sprint we are suppose 100 test cases are there. Each sprint we are testing 100 test cases manually, suppose you think. How much time it will take? Usually it will take 1 day. Right. Every sprint we are spending 1 day to test those 100 test cases instead of it. So We will automate. To automate those things, there are a lot of tools are there. One of the famous is Selenium. Right. That means Selenium will support the web application testing only. Right. No confusion about it. Don't say API, DB or nothing. Only it will support web application. That means if we are opening URL in the browser, then it will support Selenium. Selenium will support only web application testing. Right. It will support multiple OSs. Right. Selenium test case we can execute on any OS, mostly most of the browsers, and then right different combinations versions also we can execute Selenium. Right. That is the general basic question. If we have a 1 or 2 years experience, maybe we can get this question. Right. Then what are the different components in Selenium? This is also a basic question. That we'll skip it. I think everyone knows it. Selenium IDE, WebDriver, Grid, RC. It is deprecated now. There is no Selenium RC. Only we have IDE, WebDriver, Grid. But mostly we will use WebDriver Grid. I don't think so anyone using IDE. This is a record and playback. Mostly we will use WebDriver and Grid. Right. What is WebDriver in Selenium?
It's an interface user. It's an interface. If we want to switch between multiple browsers, we use this WebDriver.
What it will provide basically?
Uh, it will provide a common methods applicable for all the browsers.
Can you name it? What are those methods?
Like if you want to launch the URL, we have a get method. If you want to redirect, we have navigate.to method. Pay for to get the page title, page source, and all. We have different methods.
Right. Okay, just it is a simple interface. It allows to control the browsers programmatically. Right. Once we create the WebDriver, it is an interface. So we have to create object in multiple ways. Right. That we will see in another topic. Right. It will provide a driver will provide a different methods. Right. To control the browser. That means to open the browser, to get the source code of the, we can also get the source code of that opened website. Right. Whatever methods we have, we can. If you want to see, just to go through the each and every method, it is available. Right. Don't simply go to only. Sometimes right interview suddenly we will not get. We know everyone. Right. But interview, what will happen? Suddenly I will not get what are the methods available in the WebDriver. Right. Will confuse about it. That's why we have to practice it. Just to see driver dot. If we keep it as a driver dot or control and press WebDriver, we will go to interface. What is the, sometimes they will ask what is the root interface. Root interface is what? Search context. This is the parent interface. Right. It will have a find elements method. Right. In the WebDriver, what we will have? So get method to open the URL, get current URL, get a title, find elements. This is overridden. These two are coming from search context. Right. We will have a get page source, get close, quit, get window handles, get window. Right. Just to go through, at least you should remember 5 to 6 methods. Right. If you tell only one method, right, that is not good. Right. At least 5 methods, at least if you remember, that is fine. That is simple question looks like, but that will affect us. Okay, fine. What is the difference between find elements?
If you want to find the respective individual web element, we use a find element. If you want to find list of web elements, we go for find elements.
Anyone?
Find element will return a web element reference of type web element, and find elements returns a list of web elements.
Anything other than? Any other difference?
Uh, I don't
Any-
have much apart from.
Anyone?
For find element, we have to we can use find element to locate directly any locator, but any element. But for find elements, as he said, like we have to list and then we have to use the iteration or any select method to find specifically one element in that elements list of elements.
That is correct, but right, don't use this difference. Okay, that is correct only, but don't use it. Okay, anyone? Okay, basically what is a find element, right? If you don't know, suppose you don't know about it, right? Just we can go to right web. Where is the find element inside a search context? We will have right. What it will return find element. First difference, it will return the web element. Right, and then find elements. What it will return? It will return list of web elements. Right, list. That means it will find element will return a single web element. It will return a multiple web element. Whether it is if it is a single web element also, it will return list only. Find elements. It identifies a single element also. It will return list. That means only one element it will contain. That is the basic difference. Then next one is important one. Find element. Suppose find element. I am using a one locator. Okay. Driver dot web element we require, right? What is it? Okay, driver dot find element something some ID. Okay. Suppose I have given one ID username. It matches a two elements. It matches a find element will return a single web element, but it matches a two element. What will happen?
Returns the first element by taking it as a priority.
Right. That is the important. That is the important difference. Whenever it matches a multiple elements, but it will return single web element. First matching web element. Right. First matching web element. Right. That is one more important. Find element means anyway. Find element means it will return all the matching elements. But find element, whenever it matches a multiple elements locator, it will return first match. One more difference. Suppose if element is not found, what will happen? This locator is not available.
Return some exception like no such element uh, exists or
Right.
no such
See, what it is saying, throws no such element exception if no matching elements found. Right. It will throw no such element exception if locator is not identified. But in case of find elements, it will return empty list. Will return empty list. Right. This is one more important difference. Find element will throw no such element exception if locator is not identified, and find elements will return empty list. Right. Those are the important differences. Okay, I think those are all the differences. That's fine. How do you handle dropdowns in Selenium? Basic question.
we have this select class and this works only when we have select tag in the HTML DOM. For the custom dropdowns, we need to perform manual click operations to expand the dropdown options and to select by
Right, correct.
locating. Yeah.
Right. Sometimes they will ask what are the different methods available to select here in the select class.
We have three methods: select by index, select by value, select by visible text.
Right. Select by index, select by value, select by. We have, I think one more they have introduced in Selenium 4. Select by contains visible text. This also previously we know only select by value, select by index, select by visible text. Now they have introduced one more, contains also. Select by contains visible text. Right, we can use this also. Contains visible text. Right. Similarly, we can deselect. Similarly, we can deselect. If we want to get all the selected options, get all selected options. Or if we want to get all options, get options. I think we have a get options. It will return the all the options. Right. These are the some of the questions. If it will work, as you said, it will work only in the HTML DOM. Suppose in HTML DOM, if we have only select tag, then only it will work. Otherwise, this drop down will not work out. Select tag will not work out. Basically, select class. In a website, tools to it. Okay, elements. There is drop down. Forms, maybe. Oh, elements, text box, radio, table, button. Somewhere it will be form will be there. Okay.
So if there is no select, then I think we have to use action class, right?
No. Right. If there is no selected, right, select tag, what we will do? Just simply we have to click on it. Right. Click on that element. Again, we have to open. It will open the options in that main tag, right? Then we will choose the. Again, we have to click on it. Right. Suddenly we will not get a websites. Okay, only coding is there. Website. Okay, we'll see that. You got it right. Anyone has any doubt? If we don't have right, if we don't have select tag, what we have to do? First, we have to click on the main element. It will open the options. Then again, we have to identify the locators for that sub menu. Then we will click on it. Simple. We have to do 2 clicks. If we have directly select tag in the DOM, if we have select tag directly, it will work. Select tag will work. Otherwise, it will not work. Okay, this is one more basic question. What are the different locators available? Right, anyone? What are the different locators available? Hey, no one knows. Basic question.
There are 6 to 7 ID.
There are
name, yeah, visible text and CSS and
How many are there?
think maybe
we have a
8.
ID, name, class name, partial text, partial linked text, CSS locator, XPath. Around 8, sorry, 7.
We have 8 types. We should tell in a confident way. Basic question, 8 types of
That's
locators.
8 locators.
Right, simple. See, it will impact us. Small questions only. It will impact those things our interview. Right, we must be very confident. Basic questions. Right, maybe we will think what we will go through a lot of questions, but simply in interview, what the simple this type of questions only they will ask and reject. That is not an important. If you tell wrong, also there is nothing. But some people right that we must be very careful. Right, we must be very confident on. Right, we have 8 types of locators. Oh, okay, fine. Right, by ID, name, class name, tag name, link test, partial link test, CSS selector, expert. Right, we should tell in a that whatever it may be, you have to buy hard or whatever, we have to tell it. So this is one more basic question. How do you launch a browser? If you have a 2 to 3 years experience, they will definitely ask this. How do you launch a browser in Selenium?
Using WebDriver.
Tell me the syntax.
WebDriver driver equal to new Chrome driver.
Okay,
browser
is there any other way?
System set property.
Right, this is the WebDriver equal to Chrome driver. What is the another way? We can create a Chrome driver class, right? We can create object of the directly new Chrome driver, right?
No,
Yes.
above one only we can use it.
That is, we have one more question, why to use it? That is also important, right? That is somewhat little bit, if we have 5 years experience, definitely we have to tell what is the reason why we need to use this way only. What is the OOPS concept used here? We'll see that later. Okay, basic question is just how do you launch the browser? We can launch either of the both ways. Then next question immediately they will ask, right? That we will see. Then what is the difference between get and navigate two?
Get we will go into the
Get method will basically launch the browser and type the URL, whereas navigate.to is kind of redirecting to the new website in the current window or tab.
What
Get
else?
means like we can enter the URL. Navigate means like 3 methods. Yeah, in the navigate method, we can enter the URL, we can refresh it, and we can forward and backward.
Right. Okay. Anything else? Okay. Driver dot get method.
Navigate to will launch the new application into the same.
Sajip, your voice is
browser.
very low. Can you talk louder?
Yeah. Navigate to in get method. When we use get, we will directly launch into a new window. But when we navigate to, we will go into the same tab. Let's say we are going for 2 applications. Then from one application to another application, we will use the same window, but we will switch to the new tab. When it comes to get, we will directly launch into a new browser only. So new window. So what I think.
Okay. Okay, fine. Right. Both are used to open the website only. Right. If you observe here, simply right, driver dot get, what it will do, it will load a new web page in the current browser window. This is done using something HTTP post method operation, and this will block until the load is complete. This method will block until the load is complete by using default load strategy or something. Right.
Yes.
This is just a enter the URL. Suppose if you see two method.
It will not wait till the browser side.
No, that is wrong. See, that is only everything confused. See, inside two method, what is calling again? See, inside get two method, get method only it will call.
Yeah.
So there is no point of saying that it is right. That is wrong. Right, both will be same one. Inside a get method again we are using see to load method. If you see the description, loads a new web page in the current browser. Same thing. This is done using HTTP post method. This will method block until load is complete. Right. Only what is the advantage of driver dot navigate is it will provide a additional methods. So driver dot navigate means what it will return navigation object. It will return the navigation object. On the navigation object, we can do multiple actions. Navigate dot to forward, backward, refresh. We have two method. We have two forms of overloaded method is there Either we can pass a direct URL or URL also. Right. Basically, it is used to navigate the browser history. If you want to navigate into the browser history, forward direction, backward direction, or you want to refresh the browser, we can additional methods it will provide. Driver.get and to both are same only to open the URL in the browser. Okay, fine that. I think what is get title and get current URL?
Get title gets the title of the current window,
Web page. Yeah.
current website, where the WebDriver is controlling. And get current URL will get the URL where the current where the WebDriver is currently controlling the URL.
Right, that is fine. How do you maximize and minimize?
Using driver.manage manage.windows.maximize.
Dot manage dot window dot
Window
maximize. Right, to minimize. I think minimize
minimize
also they have they have introduced minimize also. Maximize or minimize both. Again, these are all the some of the little bit basic questions. Right, then we'll see entire week we have, right? Please join the calls. Right, we'll cover tomorrow. We will take one more topic, core Java and Selenium. We will little bit medium, one more level. We will go through it. That will cover questions. Any doubts?
will this is there a class can be started at 9:30?